amiibo!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 10th episode of Nintendo Unleashed podcast, which is Blazekick's Nintendo podcast. Here with me today, I have Armando.
Hello.
Conor.
Hi!
And myself, Noah. Hi. We've got quite a bit of stuff to talk about today, in addition to it sort of being our 10th episode, so it's sort of a celebratory episode. This is the furthest Blazekick podcast to have ever run. Probably got to 5 episodes on our Blazekick
I think it was
general
6.
podcast, right? 6 maybe?
But
this we've done-
Not dead.
6 in 1 year.
Yeah.
6 in 1 year.
Yeah, and this we got 10 in 10 weeks. One a week we were consistent. We were
We missed
originally
1 week.
We missed one.
Did we? Okay,
Yeah.
well, for the most part. I remember we were originally planning on doing every other week, but we were so pleased with the success of our first episode, we decided to do every week for you guys, so we hope you guys are enjoying what we've done for you so far.
To be honest, with the amount of news we've got these past few weeks, I'm kind of glad it hasn't been every
Yeah.
second week.
Oh, we'd have a ton of stuff then. That would be terrible. This weekly's deal is definitely working out for us. But we're going to dive right into our usual segments, what we're playing. So what have we been playing this week? Armando, what have you been playing?
Been playing a whole lot of Fire Emblem Awakening.
There you go.
So playing through that, I think I'm like 35 hours in. I'm trying to set up every character so they can have a kid. That's what I've been doing.
Breeding
Match
confirmed.
figure. Yeah. Oh, and I'm also been switching classes so one character can get like a scale so we can pass it down to one of their kids. So,
Smart move.
doing all of that, and it's really great. I'm tempted to buy the DLC. I've never bought it,
You should.
so I'm tempted to buy it.
I think I bought one pack. It's pretty fun. It's nothing huge, but it's fun. If you want more content.
I only have the one that they gave you free at first.
Right.
you get
Yeah, I remember that. Mhm.
Yeah, that's the only one I have. But I'm probably gonna buy more once I beat the game.
All right. And how about you, Kanye?
It being a Club Nintendo reward, it finally encouraged me, for some reason, to play Tropical Freeze.
Yes.
I'm on the
so good.
second boss currently.
You liking it?
Yeah. Having a lot of issues with the bosses, though.
Mm.
In that what do you think, they're difficult or annoying? Or
Well, I'm
how
just
so?
having trouble I figure out
patterns
how to
and
beat
stuff.
them, but then I have trouble actually doing it.
Okay.
But then all the levels are fine.
Yes. You have any highlights, standouts that you can recall off the top of your head?
Music.
Yes. So good. One of the
Okay.
one of the best OSTs of all time, in my opinion.
For that game, I got it from Club Nintendo as a reward, and I played it. I played it for a couple of minutes, and I'm still on the second level.
Nice.
Dixie
Yeah,
Best
no
Kong confirmed by
Yes. She's the best by far, in my opinion, at least. Cranky's second best. Diddy, I'm sorry, you're terrible.
Diddy's just a worse version of Dixie, basically.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's true. Do not apologize. He's terrible. So yeah, that's it for you too.
Oh, wait, no. I also started Fate Stay Night yesterday. It's a
One
really
of my-
popular
One of my
anime.
favorites.
And I started the VN.
Neat. I've been playing quite a few things this week. I've been playing Box Boy on the 3DS. Quite enjoying that game. I think I'm going to try to get a review in once I review Mario Party. Also been playing Mario 64 on the Wii U Virtual Console. I think it plays pretty great on there. It's also great to be able to play it on the gamepad. Also been playing Mario Kart to get, I guess, pumped up for the DLC. That was one of my favorite games of 2014, if not my favorite game. And after we finish recording this podcast, I'm going to be playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. So I'm playing a bunch of stuff right now. I'm happy.
Hi.
And pretty soon I'll be playing Smash again because we've got Mewtwo coming up.
Whoa.
And yeah, so sorry, I kind of got lost there. Nintendo download. Here's what's out this week that you can play. As I just said, Xenoblade, which is $40. And keep in mind, this is only for the new Nintendo 3DS, so if you have an old system, you're out of luck here.
Rip.
But also keep in mind, I believe this is the biggest 3DS game in terms of file size yet, or at least close to it. So, if you're going to download...
How big is it? How big is it?
I don't have the exact number off the top of my head, unfortunately. But I
Are
remember...
you downloading it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, no, I have a 32 gig card, so it's not an issue for me.
Is it bigger than
Okay.
Splatoon?
Oh, yeah, speaking of which, well, we're not quite there yet, but...
Segue into a topic.
I actually think it
Wii.
is. I actually think it is bigger than Splatoon. But yeah. In addition to Xenoblade Affordable Space Adventures, which is something I'm also downloading as we speak, which is a collaboration between.
Expensive space adventures.
Well, yeah, a collaboration between Knock and Nifla's, two indie developers. You control a little spaceship, and it's cool because you can play single player or up to 3 players co-op, and you control all the games. All the ship's different systems on the gamepad. So like, thrusters, you can manage temperature, fuel, lights, all those sorts of things. And, I haven't got to play yet, but according to reviews, it's a really fun, unique game. Apparently it's one of the best uses of the Wii U gamepad yet. So I'm going to go ahead and say I highly recommend it, even though I haven't played it yet, just from what I've heard. But I'm going to try to review that as well. WarioWare Touched is now on the Wii U Virtual Console, a DS game. I have not played this game before. Have either of you?
Nope.
Mm,
I think it's
no,
actually
I
the
don't
only
think so.
WarioWare game I haven't played.
Well, actually, I have played it. I bought it once.
Oh,
I
nice.
like
Do you remember if it's any good?
No, I don't remember.
That's fine. Yeah, usually WarioWare games, pretty safe bets, right? I'm a big fan, so I would say go for that. Yoshi Touch and Go also for the DS, which I've heard some not as good things about.
Wasn't it a launch title?
I think it was, or at least early DS.
And sort of tech demo-y?
Yeah, very much using the touchscreen, microphone, those kind of things. I guess that's going to be a good showcase of how you can hold the Wii U gamepad sideways to play DS games. I believe it is a full touchscreen game. I believe no buttons are required there.
I think so.
Also on the 3DS eShop, Pokemon Rumble World, which we've had some internal debate on whether or not this is actually a free-to-play game.
We forgot to write about it in the topics.
Fair enough. But
Just
Pokemon
put
Rumble
it
World,
here.
basically a free-to-play version of the Pokemon Rumble games, which you may or may not have played before. They're basically little beat-em-ups. And it's free, sort of. We'll talk about that a little more later. And 3DS retail download Etrian Mystery Dungeon. Again, a game I know nothing about and have zero interest in, but hey, if you like Etrian Odyssey, boom, there you go.
Is there an actual mystery dungeon game come out at all recently? Because every mystery dungeon game seems to be a crossover, not a mystery dungeon game.
I have no idea.
I don't know when the last actual mystery dungeon game to come out was.
It's a good question. Also, some themes out this week. Etrian Mystery Dungeon, there you go. And 2 Xenoblade themes, Mechonis and Monado. And I bought the Monado theme.
Yeah, that's the one I bought. So
Yeah, we're playing, though.
that's the only reason I bought
Yeah,
it.
same.
Yeah, that's why I buy most of the 3DS themes, the music.
Yeah.
And in addition to all that, we've got a bunch of games on sale this week for the Super Spring Sale. And there's some great games, actually. I'm just going to run through them real quick, guys, if that's cool. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker on Wii U is discounted from $39.99 to $27.99. Highly recommended. Mario Kart 7 dropped from $30 to $21. It's a good game, but if you already have Mario Kart 8, you don't need it. I mean, if you don't have a Wii U, then get it, but if you have a Wii U, then get Mario Kart 8 instead. That's how I feel. Pikmin 3 dropping from $60 to $42. That's an amazing deal. Get that.
Especially since Pikmin 3 is so expensive online.
Yeah, because I think it's currently not in production, in retail.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I tried buying. I was looking for a retail copy the other day. Couldn't find any.
Sad. Yeah, I need a retail copy of that game because I downloaded it, but that's another story.
Yeah, me too.
Tomodachi Life from $35 to $25. I
Still
think
not
that's... Yeah, it's not a right game, but it doesn't hold your attention for long. Golden Sun on Wii U Virtual Console from $8 to $5.59. Get that. Mighty Gunvolt from $4 to $279. Not to be mistaken with Azure Striker Gunvolt. It's basically... Mighty Gunvolt is basically in the style of the original Mega Man NES games. And I played through it. I thought it was really fun. It only lasts you about an hour, but it's a fun game. So for $2.79, I say go for it. It actually has DLC too, which is interesting.
We got it for free.
Oh right, yeah. When
Yeah.
when you buy as restricted Gunvolt, you get that game for free.
Well, I got it for free because I backed up.
Oh yeah,
What was
Mighty
it?
Number
Money
9.
Number 9. Yeah, on
So
Kickstarter.
that too. Mario Bros. The Lost Levels is being discounted. I'm not going to say the prices out. There's so many games on here. Mario Brothers 2 Lost Levels, Kirby Triple Deluxe. Get that? It was on our top 10 3DS games. Chariot on Wii U, Tetris Ultimate on 3DS. Not Tetris, and it's only $14. So, and it's a full retail Tetris game. So that might actually be a good deal. A good deal? Jesus Christ, a good deal. A World of Keflings on Wii U. Curse Sploosh. Who remembers that game on 3DS?
I don't.
Cool. I do.
Where you drop the stone down the well?
No.
Yep.
Oh, come on. It was
Yep.
featured in a
It's
Nintendo
really cool.
Direct.
It's really cool.
I'm sure there's lots
You
of
know
stuff
what I like
featured
it?
in a direct I don't remember.
True.
The thing I like about the game is the 3D effect.
Yeah,
All the way up.
I don't own it, but I've played it, and God, that game kills your eyes in 3D, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Castle Storm on Wii U. Woe Dave on 3DS, fun game. Sports Ball on Wii U. Siesta Fiesta, fun game on 3DS, and F-Zero Maximum Velocity for Game Boy Advance on Wii U. So
Speaking
that is
of Whoa Dave, this isn't really Nintendo relevant, but it's currently free for all PSN users on PS4 and Vita.
And if you have PSN, go get that. It's a really fun arcade-style game, in my opinion.
It's not PS Plus, it's all PSN.
Oh, all PSN. Excuse me. I don't know too much about that stuff. In other eShop news, Nintendo, I don't know if I want to call this an official launch, but now there's a lot more games you can buy on the browser-based eShop, including Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. I checked. That's not how I bought it, but that is a way you can buy it.
Isn't everything Nintendo published there now?
Except free games. You cannot get Rumble or Shuffle on there.
Oh, darn.
So I guess it needs to cost money for some reason. But yeah, third-party stuff is not on there. Affordable Space Adventures is not on there. So hopefully that'll come eventually, though. That'll be pretty cool. So that's it for the eShop. But another thing that happened, pretty big news recently. Level 5 had some sort of conference where they made a bunch of announcements. I'm gonna have Conor run through some of those real quick.
So they announced quite a bit of stuff for both Nintendo consoles and other stuff.
AKA mobile.
Yeah, one of the things, I'm only going to mention two of the mobile things. One of them is Professor Layton 7 was revealed for iOS and Android. However, the developers said there's a chance it can come to 3DS. So, who knows? And Fantasy Life 2 was announced for iOS and Android. And this site describes it as a reskin of Fantasy Life 1 for smartphones, but from what I saw, it looked nothing like Fantasy Life, so I have no idea.
Yeah, it did not look like Fantasy Life.
Basically looked like a Facebook.
Farmville type deal.
Yeah. Which, I don't know. Then, Nintendo announced that they will, or I don't know if Nintendo actually announced this or if it was Level 5, but they'll be publishing Yokai Watch in the West for the 3DS, which
Finally.
Yokai Watch is an extremely popular series in Japan. There's
like as big as Pokemon in Japan right now.
yeah,
Definitely.
there's currently a popular anime series, popular manga series, and there's a toy line. Pretty much Pokemon in the 90s here.
Yeah.
And Nintendo didn't say which Yokai Watch game.
I'm assuming it's the first, though, right? Probably.
Yeah,
Or is it going to be the new one that's... I think that one's set
3?
in North America or USA.
Because there were technically three Yokai Watch games for 3DS announced. Yokai Watch Busters, which will come in two different versions, and releases July 2015 in Japan, as well as Yokai Watch 3, which will take place in the USA, so that might be the one, but it's the third game, so I don't know. And we'll tie in with Season 2 of the anime.
Yeah, true.
We got Mother, too. We never got Mother.
Yeah,
Very true.
but I don't know how story-based these are, so...
Okay.
I guess we'll find out when it comes over.
There's also a new IP called the Snack World, which is
Best name.
which is coming to both the 3DS and smartphones. It's a cross-media franchise and features weapons / equipment shaped like keychains with NFC chips, so basically amiibo, that can be scanned into the game.
So yeah,
There was like
That's
a
gonna be expensive.
million other stuff.
Yeah, plenty
relating
of
to
details.
Yokai Watch anime, Yokai Watch smartphone app, Yokai
Yeah,
Watch
stuff we don't
rhythm
really.
game.
Yeah, this is not a Yokai Watch podcast, so I don't think we need to go over that stuff. I bet that exists though. Maybe. Who knows? That's your challenge, viewers. Go find us one. Another game we mentioned we were going to talk about is Pokemon Rumble World, which is basically a free-to-play version of the Pokemon Rumble games, which you might have been out of played. You know, these very beat-em-up style games involving these mini toy Pokemon, and now it's free-to-play. Again, sort of, because I'm not entirely sure how it works, but I know you can buy these. I'm going to call them gems. I don't know what they are, which help you
Jewels.
progress the jewels, which help you progress in the game. But once you reach, I think it's either 3,000 or 30,000 jewels, whether that's by buying them in individual packs or buying them all in one big $30 pack, the game no longer lets you spend money and lets you basically play indefinitely, which is not a completely new thing, but a unique idea for free-to-play games, which is pretty cool, I think. Because in a way, you're getting a $30 game for free, but you can't play it as quickly. So I don't know if it's really... I don't know, it's weird. Because I feel like...
Well, it is free to play.
Right. Yeah, because you don't have to pay, right? So
Yeah, you don't.
It is
Yeah,
technically
you
free.
never have to pay.
Yeah, but I guess $30 is like the optimal experience, but
And you
I don't
also
know.
get gems for Street Pass, so
I guess eventually if you street pass like a crap ton of people, you would eventually not have to pay. I guess that's how it works.
I don't know. I haven't looked at all into the shop.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try the game pretty soon, and I'll
I've played
give my
it.
I'll give. Is it pretty much the same as the previous ones?
Well,
Which one is it like?
it's basically Rumble Blast, which is the
Good,
last one on
good,
the 3DS.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, same. But instead of, you know how it was set up so there were like, I can't remember
Worlds.
how many like worlds, and then there
Yeah,
were
yeah.
mini zones in each world.
Mhm.
Well, now you need like to buy a balloon to access each world, and then
Okay.
when you get to that world, you ran it. There's like a roulette that chooses which zone you go to,
hmm
which obviously is meant to like make you have to spend money to go to
Yeah.
keep running the roulette to go to
Mhm.
which zone you want. But unless that changes when you buy it, I could see that being really annoying.
Yeah. Who knows though? Who knows? Interesting game. It's interesting to see Nintendo putting out so many of these little free-to-play experiments, and it makes me wonder how many are going to make it to mobile sooner or later.
Makes me wonder how many Pokemon spin-off games will survive.
I know, so many free-to-play.
Mystery
Bullshit.
Dungeon free to play next, then Ranger.
Pokemon Dash. They could do Pokemon Dash.
Just straight up Pokemon, like a Pokemon full-on Pokemon game free-to-play. How would that work?
You have
You
to
gotta-
pay real money for the
For
Pokemon.
Pokeballs, yeah. Yeah, you know those
I don't
Poké
want
Dollars? Yeah, every what do you call them? Poké Dollars? Or what's the name for the currency?
I think it's
Yeah,
Pokédollars.
$40.
Alright. One real life dollar is equivalent to a Poké Dollar. Imagine.
That would be 200 Pokédollars for or dollars for a potion.
I know.
God damn.
You never know. Anyway,
Can you
another-
transfer the Pokédollars you earned to your eShop account? I want $200
Oh my-
for winning
yeah.
a match.
Winning a battle, Jesus,
Except they're
that would be
closer to
crazy.
yen, so it would actually be like 100 is $1.
Okay, I guess that'd be more fair. But either way, $2 for potion. God, no. Project Ukulele, which is from the previous Banjo-Kazooie developers. I believe they're now called... It's either Playtronic or Playtonic. I always
I
forget
think it's
which.
tonic.
Playtonic, right, because their little icon is a tonic, I guess. And they're starting the Kickstarter for Project Ukulele on ukulele, whatever, on May 1st. And this is basically their spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie. I don't think we've seen gameplay, but we've seen screenshots, and it looks gorgeous.
There was a video teaser thing.
Yeah, and I'm almost positive it's coming to Wii U because in their pitch they mentioned amiibo, so it could happen.
They currently, I think it's only confirmed for PC, but they want it on console, and
Okay.
they're prioritizing Wii U over all consoles.
So hopefully that does come to Wii because I'll play it regardless, but I would very much like to play it on an actual Nintendo system, since that's sort of where Banjo started, you know? But,
Yeah.
Another thing that's happening, this is, okay, rumor alert, you know, sound the alarm. according to a Twitter user, should I name this Twitter? Well, wait, the tweet might have been deleted though.
I don't know.
Check looking at okay, but there was a rumor anyway that Retro Studios is indeed creating a new engine for their new Wii U game, um, which could potentially be pretty big news if it's true. Because Tropical Freeze was not running on a new engine. That was the same engine as Returns, I guess, right?
I
That
think
makes
it was
sense.
modified.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it was modified, but it was the same core
Yeah.
engine. This could mean a couple things. This could mean they're doing something like really unique with Metroid, or at least maybe the Metroid Prime engine was so outdated they just wanted to completely revamp it, or it means they're working with a totally new IP.
Well, do we know of any GameCube and Wii U games that run on the same engine? Because GameCube games might just not work on Wii U or
Yeah,
engines.
Wind Waker HD though that could prove that wrong.
Wasn't that a different engine?
I guess that was the engine
Yeah,
Nintendo.
it was a new engine to upscale GameCube games.
Right. Then I don't have any off the top of my head, so
The only thing I can think of is if Smash is still using the same engine, but I don't think it is.
yeah, I think it's using. I don't imagine it's. But anyway, the speculation goes on and on about what they're working on. Do you guys think we're going to see them at E3? I hope so.
I think
hope
it
so,
really depends. Okay, Donkey Kong's been finished since February last year, so that's over a year.
But they've been working on this new game since before they finished Donkey
Yeah,
Kong.
and I mean that's like over a year of just hardcore focus on this essentially.
Yeah.
That's what I meant by that.
So I think
I think Retro's going to be at E3.
Oh yeah,
I
I highly doubt it's going to be released this year. I'm almost positive it's going to be a 2016 release, but I think we'll at least see a teaser of what they're doing. At least.
It also depends on how far it was before Donkey Kong finished.
Very true. And now, so before they had a small part of their team working on this new game, right? But now since their entire team is working on it, I guess they have double the workforce essentially. So who knows? Let's hope so, right?
Mm.
Retro, we know they make great games. Have they made any bad games? I don't know.
I think before, didn't they make some monster truck game before Nintendo bought them?
Yeah, okay, yeah, but since Nintendo, they've been making some outstanding games. God, quality studio. Shout out. They're on Twitter now, as of kind of recently, so go follow them. And the last bit of news before our break. Any video game character, according to Nintendo, can be suggested for Smash. We know this because a Nintendo representative, well, specifically Nintendo America, I guess replied to someone's email or some kind of letter, saying that I can understand, blah, blah, blah. I want to assure you that you're able to submit any video game character for this ballot. So that seems like it's confirming that just about any character works, regardless of whether Nintendo owns that IP, which really opens up the door if this is indeed, an exchange that really happened and it's, not a false statement by the PR rep.
It's kind of annoying though how that's not mentioned anywhere. Like it's not mentioned on the site any restrictions.
On the site, yeah.
It's wasn't mentioned in the direct. The only mention.
I actually still haven't. I still haven't voted yet.
me neither.
Yeah. The only mention about it at all was on the Facebook page where it said, "Vote for your favorite Nintendo character," which is why the person specifically
right.
emailed it.
But do you guys think like if like let's say Banjo like is popular on the polls, do you think like Nintendo's gonna consider?
Definitely, I think they'll consider it
in there.
I think because of the licensing work, it'll take more time, but I think they could do it.
I think specifically someone like Banjo or Shovel Knight or like third party would take up.
Maybe not.
But I just think they'd like need a lot higher ranking than someone like Captain Rainbow or Tingle or someone they own. I think those might be more likely.
Okay. Maybe Banjo wasn't that good of an example because he was in Nintendo. He had a game in a Nintendo console.
That's true.
But maybe another character that that doesn't have a game on a Nintendo console. Let's say maybe like Super Meat Boy.
Oh God, please
Well,
no.
that's going against what Sakurai
Okay.
already said about third party, though, because he said one of the rules was they had to have a game on a Nintendo console.
Yep. And he's not going to change that now. I highly doubt.
Plus, how would Meat Boy even fight?
It would be terrible. He would
Like,
just run around and like
He
slam
runs,
himself.
jumps, and dies.
I feel like he would throw saws like Mega Man. He would be a Mega Man clone. Makes perfect sense too. They're both a little like squarish type. I don't know. They both star in super hard platformers. It all makes sense.
Except Mega Man's platform was on a Nintendo console, and Meat Boy
Oh,
never.
true. Yeah, they're insane.
Except apparently, I read this later. They wanted Meat Boy on WiiWare, but it was too big. Apparently,
Exactly.
WiiWare had
Just like
huge
Ridley.
memory had huge memory restrictions or something.
It did. Doesn't make sense why they won't put it on Wii U or 3DS though. I mean, I think they very easily could. I highly doubt the blood is an issue. I highly doubt
Especially now that Isaac can get on.
that. Exactly. Isaac is definitely more risque than Meat Boy, so I think it could happen.
Bayonetta 2.
There you go. Good example. But yeah, Meat Boy, guys, don't vote for him, please. And with that, we're gonna take a break and we'll be right back. Enjoy some smooth tunes. And we are back with a little bit of news about Splatoon, upcoming Wii U game. I'd
May
say,
have heard of it.
yeah. Oh, you never know. Yeah, I'd say there's a lot of hype. It's safe to say there's a lot of hype surrounding this game. We occasionally get the weird piece of news, but for the most part, general excitement. One weird piece of news, well, some people find it weird, but I don't at all, is that the file size for the game is reportedly 1.8 gigs, approximately. Some people think this is going to be too small, and the game's not going to have much content. In comparison to a similar game, Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare, which is apparently 2.9 gigs on PS3. Similar game, about a gig bigger. My counterpoint is that Super Mario 3D World, a game which arguably had a lot of content, was only 1.7 gigs. Nintendo is masters at compressing their all their big games into small file sizes. Do you guys agree with me, or how do you guys feel?
I agree on that,
Yeah,
but I still have
a couple of them.
the problem with Garden Warfare had no single player campaign at all.
Yeah, it's
I
just
think it only had like 10 maps. There wasn't too much as much customization as I've been led to believe Splatoon has. So that's sort of what's worrying me, that it's Garden Warfare is over a gig bigger.
But it doesn't have that Nintendo compression magic.
Yeah,
If Sony published 3D World, it would be so big.
like 50 gigs.
but
I
like
would.
at the same time, like I'll counter with one you took out, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker's 2 gigabytes, which is like, I don't know how it's bigger than Mario 3D World.
Yeah, that's the one weird outlier. I'm trying to think
Does
what
anyone have
causes that.
Smash U's download size?
Damn big? I don't know though.
Because
Wasn't it like 3 gigabytes or something?
No, I think
3,
more than that.
kind of 4.
I think more than that, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know, I'm just kind of worried that Splatoon's going to have a lot less customizable stuff than I originally thought.
Was Captain Toad worked on internally EAD?
Yes, wasn't it made by the same team that did the NES Remix games?
I guess so. So yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
I understand your source of worry, but I'm still feeling great about the game. I have no worry for that reason.
Okay, I have the Smash Bros. For Wii U download size. It's not close to like 3 gigs. It's 15.6 gigabytes.
I knew it was around 15. I believe that's because it's not Nintendo EAD made. Nintendo EAD are specifically the master compressors. That's more of a Sora game, right? So
Mm.
I mean I don't want to make that comparison honestly. But how do you guys feel about that?
Uh, I don't know. It's just as I said. Like I'm worried either there's not going to be very much customization, or there's going to be like a low amount of maps,
Mm,
or so. And yeah, EAD Tokyo did Captain Toad.
okay, got it.
Okay, yeah, I'm more worried about the maps than anything.
Well, it's just I'm saying that because like we've seen there's millions of shirts and stuff, and sure those barely
All right.
take up any room, but each one takes up extra room. So have I'd rather have more maps than shirts.
Hmm.
Okay, I don't mean like I'd rather have 20 maps and 5 shirts. I mean
Right, right.
I'd rather more space for maps than more space for shirts.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So
Uh, but I guess that's that. Well, we do have some other Splatoon news. Splatoon was actually the main game in the most recent issue of Edge. It actually has a pretty cool cover. A top-down view of an inkling squid. But we got a bunch of, I'd say, some cool details about the development of the game. First off, we know that the initial prototype had very basic characters, not squid related at all, and it had the ink painting mechanic. And you were invisible when you were in your own ink. And they added in some basic things like jumping, hiding in ink, and shooting up and down. But from there, they didn't really know where to go. Um, and they thought they might put a squid character, but they needed a humanoid to hold the guns, and they thought a squid-human hybrid wouldn't sell well.
Squid
Um,
Girl.
and then they were apparently, Miyamoto thought their idea wasn't very good. He said, "I don't understand what you want to do." He didn't understand the appeal of the game. But then they realized a little bit after that that they could sort of have it switch between a squid and a human. And then this helped them develop a lot of ideas like swimming faster through your own team's ink, slowing down an enemy ink, and swimming up walls. So from there, a lot of the core ideas of the game, which we all know and love, sort of came to be. Um, and he also says that Splatoon has no voice chat and never will. He says that this is coming from personal experience. When I played online games, I didn't like the negativity I got and people telling me, "You're crap, go away."
10 out of 10.
So we wanted to focus on the positive aspects of online gaming. Amano says he's not saying that chat in an online game can't contribute to fun, but they want to grab new players. How do you guys feel about this reasoning?
I kind of agree with it, but I wish there was an option to
An
have your
option.
friends,
With friends, yeah.
just
Mhm.
friends,
Mm.
not randos.
Exactly. With friends, it's not an issue.
Because,
I think they could also work in, so like with parental controls or something, you could disable voice chat, something like that.
yeah, I mean, well, we can just Skype anyway if we're
That's what we're going to
playing.
end up doing.
But, like, it just would have been nice to have the option to use it through
Yeah.
game. Like, if I'm trying to play with, like, mine and Arm's friend Rachel, she doesn't have Skype. So if we want to play with her and want to voice chat,
You can't.
yeah.
Also, random question for you guys. Do you know if there's going to be an option where, like, let's say you're playing Turf War, can a friend jump into your game, or to play with friends, do you need a private lobby? Do we know this?
I don't think anything related to that's been mentioned.
I didn't think so. I just really hope you don't need a private lobby, because we know that you need 8 players to
Probably
play.
gonna. Well, it's probably gonna be that.
You think you need a private lobby? You think it's going to be
Yeah,
like,
I think.
oh my
So. I
god,
think so.
I'll be so upset. Because we know you need 8 players, and I doubt I'd be able to get 8 people together at the same time. That could be bad.
Yeah.
I just
Can you do that on Mario Kart? Like,
Yes, you can join worldwide
Yeah.
races that your friends are in Mario Kart and Smash.
Yeah.
Well, not Smash, obviously.
yeah, I knew you
'cause it,
couldn't Smash because of the limitations and stuff.
yeah, the structure of the game. But since
Yeah.
think because Splatoon is structured more like Mario Kart, I think it's definitely a
Yeah,
possibility.
that's why I was asking for Mario Kart.
Yeah. Mario
Well,
Kart
you
does
could-
have that feature. You can join your friend's game while they're playing like worldwide or something.
Yeah. Unless the lobby is full, then you
Right, right.
just
Of
have
course,
to
of
wait.
course, of course. It'll make
Just
you
have to
spectate.
wait
Yeah,
until someone drops. Yeah.
you can join, but it'll make you spectate.
Hmm.
Um, Another detail. He says there are more splat zone, or rather, there's some splat zone maps with more than one boxed area to capture. Um, if you claim all the territories and your timer starts to count down, but if your opponent captures one, the timer stops. Okay. So you need to have control of all the territories, it sounds like. Um, we also know that the same primary weapon can come in a variation with a different sub and special weapon, something we didn't know before. We also know you can start firing after a super jump right before you land, so I guess you can fire in the air for a brief second or two. Kind of cool. Uh, Probably the best detail to come out of this. There will be more online modes besides Turf War and Splat Zones. This was sort of implied, but it's very good to know, I feel like.
Mhm.
You know?
Hmm.
I hope
Um,
there's more available from the start, not
yes.
to an
Yeah.
unspecified date.
Yeah, I hope there are more, because we know Turf War is going to be available from the start, but Splat Zones isn't. I hope there are more modes like Turf War and that you can play them at launch. But we'll see. We also know that there's one respawn point per team, but the good thing is you're invulnerable while you're on it, so you can't get camped on. Thank God for that, right? That's usually a big issue in games like Call of Duty.
You can attack from while you're on that, right?
I believe so, which
Okay.
will help.
Otherwise, that would be kind of pointless
Kind
if
of
they just
useless,
wait
yeah.
till
They'll
you're
just
out of it.
spam. Yeah, I believe you can attack from inside it. Um, and in terms of inspiration for the game, a lot of designers they're sort of young, so they're in their, let's say, early 30s, mid 30s. So the 90s style, for all the clothing and the areas, that's sort of where that came from. And their trick they mentioned for balancing the weapons was making them all feel, not exceptional. So you say, oh, if only this weapon had this feature. He wants all the weapons to feel like that, so no weapon feels particularly overpowered, which is interesting style. Um, We also now know specifically what each amiibo will unlock. They'll each unlock 15 single-player challenges and 5 rare pieces of gear. So if you get the triple pack, you're getting 45 missions and 15 pieces of gear. Let's go. I'm getting all 3. Um, and
So
basically,
it's basically paid DLC. Huh.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think this is the first time they're doing that,
I'm
isn't
just
it?
wondering because they say
that.
rare pieces of armor. Does that mean you can unlock them without the
I,
amiibo?
But what about the challenges though?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
basically on disc paid DLC.
true. Rip.
So it's the first time they were doing that with Amiibo.
Well,
Well,
technically,
in Mario
and the
Party?
spinner from Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah.
Okay.
But oh well.
But those
It's
challenges, not just like not add like an item that you can use in the game, but those
Mario Party
Yeah.
adds an entire mode.
Amiibo Party.
Yeah.
Okay.
But oh well. Anyway, they think the game has big potential. So do I. Splatoon, get hype.
I think they should do cross promotion with the Squid Girl manga artist because he's
That amazing art, yeah.
he's drawn 2 pieces of fan art now.
And they're both pretty awesome.
Well, the first one's just like a rough sketch. So
Oh yeah, but the
the more recent one with the school girl uniform.
outfit, yeah, very nice. That's it for Splatoon for now. But apparently, I did not know this, but apparently Majora's Mask 3D Limited Edition is back in stock on Amazon Canada. Is this the game
Yeah,
with the Skull
game.
Kid? With the Skull Kid?
Yeah, Go
Alright,
Nintendo just posted about it while we're recording.
If you're into that, go. I doubt it's still up by the time you see this, but let's try anyway. Here's a game that got revealed, Lego Dimensions, for reportedly Wii U, PS3, PS4, 360, and Xbox One. It's going to be similar to games like Skylanders and Disney Infinity, where you need figures with a portal to play. The cool thing is you actually build the portal, being Lego. The bad thing is it costs $100 to start, apparently, which is $30 more expensive than Skylanders and Disney Infinity, approximately. Ouch. Well, in terms of price, it sounds like a cool idea. I'm sure a lot of people will try it. I'm definitely not going
Try
to...
it.
I'm not going to... I mean, I'll try it at my friend's house, but I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah, my issue is it's basically Disney Infinity with
Yeah.
Lego and like Batman and Back to the Future and Wizard of Oz and
And
stuff.
while I do prefer Lego games to like the style of Disney Infinity gameplay,
Yeah.
I actually like Lego games quite a bit. I don't know about that $100 price tag.
But also I'm thinking like it's weird how we now have 4 Toys to Life series and only one of them actually uses original characters, Skylanders. The rest all use characters based
Existing.
on
Licensed
IP.
characters.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm just hoping we stop with the Toys to Life thing.
Yeah, can this be the last line
It's
of them, please?
really getting overboard now.
Yeah. Like, three was enough. The big three, that was enough. But
Especially now that this is basically just Disney Infinity. At least the first three were sort of all different.
unique from each other, yeah.
Whereas this is just Disney Infinity mixed with the standard
Legos.
Lego games, basically.
hmm
Uh,
Yeah, you gotta think about that shelf space at retailers.
oh my
Yeah.
god.
Especially a retailer like Toys R Us that just sells toys
Mhm.
and they're big on Legos.
Hmm.
They're gonna have to give a lot of space to this,
Yep.
and
cool
probably
thing-
on the electronic section. So something's gonna have to go.
The cool thing, though, I guess the Wii U, in a way, now has, well, it already did, but it sort of still has the monopoly on having all the Toys to Life games on one system. Rest in peace, your wallet. And, of course, there was a Nintendo Direct that happened last week, so there's a couple more things we want to go over. Because last week's episode was pretty crazy. We had, 5 people on there. So we were a little hard-pressed for time. So we're going to go over a couple things we wanted to clarify and talk about a little more. So why don't you guys take that away?
Okay. So Fire Emblem, that new Fire Emblem game. So
The one for 3DS or Wii U? 3DS or Wii U?
3DS.
Got it.
3DS. So Fire Emblem If in
If.
Japan. It's called over there, yeah. So in Japan, that game is getting 2 versions. Well, technically it's only one.
They're 2 completely different games you have to consider. Unlike Pokemon.
Okay, yeah. Well, technically, each version is the same one, but once you get to the point where you decide whether you want to go with what is it, Nor, and what's the other one?
It's Nor and
Hoshido, I think.
yeah, Hoshido, that's it. Good job.
Hoshido, yeah. The Nor and Hoshido. Once you get to that point, you have to decide. And if you go with Nor, the other possibility, the other outcome is locked.
Yep.
So that's locked. And if you want to play through it again and want to go play the other outcome, you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
And I think it's like maybe like $20 in Japan. About $20. So that's
Like to buy the other story if you already have one, you mean?
Yeah. So if you want to play it again, I think you're locked to the one you chose at first.
Got it.
So
A lot of people were getting worried about this because I think they were assuming it's the same style as Pokemon, where there are literally a couple minute differences. But you have to keep in mind.
it's more like those Zelda
Yeah,
Orplay.
I saw the comparison
games.
online.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
completely different storylines, different focuses on the gameplay. You know, we already know that one game is going to be more difficult, more complicated than the other, so I'm perfectly fine with this, to be honest. But I don't know if it's going to happen in North America. I don't know how they're going to
Yeah,
set it up.
exactly. So that's in Japan,
Right.
and in North America, they didn't even mention that on the direct.
Not once. They didn't even show the box art, so we don't know.
Don't
Not
even have
once.
a name.
Not even a name.
Yeah, they don't even
Yeah,
have a
it's-
name.
name.
Unless they plan on
Fire
calling it
Emblem.
a new entry in the Fire Emblem series.
Which they need to, well, they dropped that title. They just called it Fire Emblem this time.
No, the press release still
Yeah.
said a new entry in the
Oh,
Fire Emblem
damn.
series.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, so we don't know if that's going to be the case in North America. And I hope it's not. I hope it's not, because I hope it's not, but I'm fine if they price the game like at $50 instead of $4.
Yeah, I'll be okay with that.
Just so you can get like the 2 outcomes without having to pay for
And
them separately.
Isn't there also like a third or something?
Yeah, there's a third one. Yeah,
I
there's
thought the
a
third was
one.
DLC.
I think it's only, yeah, I think the third's like DLC only or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that one's gonna be DLC.
Fair enough.
Well, technically, in Japan, there's two of them are DLC. If you pick one.
Oh,
one
true,
side.
true.
Yeah, but in North America, I hope it's only the third path is
Yeah.
DLC. That'll be awesome. I'll pay for that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll pay for that. Yeah, I'm really excited for this game.
Get hype for Camilla. Best waifu.
I know this is a sort of misunderstanding, but when I first heard you, how you were talking about it, I was shocked that you'd have to pay for choices in a game because, I play a lot of visual novels, something
Yeah.
based around going
choices.
down different routes, making different choices. So I was shocked that you'd have to pay to do those.
Right, but it works a little bit differently from that, now.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. Well, yeah. Apparently, like the early chapters of the game are going to be the same
mhm,
if you get any other version.
right.
But once you get like to a certain chapter, I think it should probably be like chapter 6 or
Probably earlier. I think earlier than that, probably.
yeah, yeah. That's when you'll get to decide whether you want to go with the norm or with the Hoshido. And once you do that, the other part is lost unless you pay for it. Again, that's in Japan. Hope it's not the case here. So we'll see.
And Connor, you wanted to talk about the Virtual Console a little bit?
Okay, so I know there's tons of hype around, N64 and DS games on Virtual
Yeah.
Console, but I just have a slight worry about them because Wii games were added to the Virtual Console in
Yep.
January, and in North America we haven't had any since the original.
Yeah,
thing, but
we got 3 games and they haven't mentioned them since.
in Europe and Japan, they've got the same 3 games we have, plus Donkey Kong Country Returns, Kirby Return to Dreamland, Sin and Punishment, and I think Pandora's Tower.
Maybe.
So I'm
Wow.
kind of worried they're
Yeah.
gonna forget about it here, like they did with the Wii games.
Mhm. That's probably gonna be it.
But there's so much hype, OMG, DS
know,
games finally, N64.
You can play Pokemon. Oh, we'll never play Pokemon on there anyway.
You can play Pokemon, except GBA and Game Boy on 3DS have been out forever, and no Pokemon game on either. But
I think it's probably going to be the same case when if they release the GameCube Virtual Console. Just probably going to release like a few launch
Melee,
titles for the
please,
GameCube,
Melee.
and then just forget about everything else.
Well, as long as those launch titles are Double Dash and Melee, I'm fine with that.
knowing Nintendo, it's going to be like Pokemon Coliseum,
Oh my
Mario
god.
Party 4.
But
Luigi's
Mario
Mansion.
Golf.
It's probably going to be Luigi's Mansion
Oh,
and
that's
Mario
true.
Ball.
Yeah.
Well, at least Luigi's Mansion's good.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion's really good. But just please.
And then
Nintendo,
Japan will
please.
get Melee, Double Dash,
Yeah.
Wind Waker.
All the Mario
Well,
parties.
Wind Waker
Yeah.
wouldn't matter.
Sunshine. Oh, true, Wind Waker. Yeah, we don't care about that.
It's already on Wii U.
Twilight Princess. They'll get Twilight Princess.
Oh my god.
The Zelda Collector's Edition.
Well, why would they sell that?
They sold Metroid Prime
Just sell
Trilogy.
each-
True.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, they could have made a lot of money if they just sold them separately.
Knowing Nintendo, I'm not surprised they didn't put Other M instead of Trilogy.
Oh, you god, yeah.
Hey, maybe if they do the GameCube Virtual Console, maybe they could release a Metroid Prime, but with traditional controllers.
Oh yeah, knowing Nintendo,
know.
that's actually what our 2 of our 3 games will be Metroid Prime 1
Yeah.
and 2.
But it's so much better on the Wii, though. So, there's no point.
Well, if you could map it to the gamepad, that'd be awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
Or the
I would play it.
GameCube
I would actually
controller.
play it, 'cause
the
I don't-
adapter actually worked on something
Yeah.
besides Smash Bros.
Yeah. If they had GameCube support, the adapter needs to work with it. That would
Speaking
be
of
awesome.
the adapter went back in stock on ebgames.ca earlier today. But it,
For 5 minutes, probably.
yeah, it wasn't that quick. It actually took a lot longer to sell out than I thought it would.
But yeah, that happens. Guys, go buy the Mayflash third-party adapter. It works really well.
And you can actually get it.
Yeah, that too. That might be important.
Or you could buy one of those Hori fight pads.
God, no.
And you could
It's
use-
not official. Not official.
And it's wireless.
True. Bad.
Well, you can use it in Mario Kart 8, Mario
Oh,
Kart
okay,
8.
that's a good point. That game I
Because
really...
You can use it on Virtual Console games.
Yeah, the only controller I really want to, or the only game I'm sort of upset I can't use my my GameCube adapter with is Mario Kart, because I feel like that's a great game for the GameCube controller as well.
Mhm.
But oh well. Someday, please patch it in, Nintendo. I guess now we're going to talk about Amiibo for a little bit, or who knows how long, because Wave 4 pre-order chaos has ensued. Or
Oh.
not just Wave 4, because also Splatoon.
I see people just
Um,
considering that part of Wave 4. I don't.
I I don't think
It's
so. It's
easier,
not.
but
It's not. Yeah, it's not
but I
Smash
also
though.
see people considering like Dark Pit Palutena as well as all the others Wave 5, whereas they're technically releasing at
They're
separate
two separate
times.
waves. Yeah.
But I see them
Yeah.
calling all of that Wave 5.
Anyone who considers them in the same wave are stupid. They're separate waves.
I just see like Dr. Mario and Zero Suit Samus is Wave 5. I'm like, no, they're Wave
Okay.
6. Wave 5's only 2 amiibo for some reason.
Yeah. Because they're running out of characters.
Well, they didn't need to make an extra wave. They could have just combined it.
Yeah.
Or they didn't need to
True.
make Wave 3 so big.
God, wave through's a nightmare. Never-ending nightmare. But yeah, we're gonna, I guess, share our stories. Guess you pre-ordered a ton of them. I probably shouldn't have said that. You can bleep that out.
Okay.
Me.
Just clarify that.
Yeah, I'll send you.
Wait for Amiibo pre-orders went up last week.
Yep.
And Splatoon.
Right after.
Some of them.
Yeah, and Splatoon. Basically, right after, like a day after the direct.
In Canada, it was 2 days after.
And so here's the ones I secured at GameStop. Charizard, Robin, Lucina, Wario, Pac-Man, Ness, and the Splatoon triple pack. So yeah. A sigh.
Okay.
However, I did not get Jigglypuff or Greninja yet. So.
Okay, so were you the first in line?
I think I was the third person there. We were waiting there for about an hour before they got the system online.
Okay, yeah, because supposedly the pre-orders at GameStop in store, they were supposed to go up at I think was it like 12 p.m.
Yeah, something like that.
Pacific time.
Yeah.
I think that was it.
That was it.
Yeah, and their system crashed, and it lasted like about an hour or even more until like a couple of people were able to pre-order their amiibo. But you were the third in line, and you managed to pre-order Lucina and Robin?
Yep.
Huh. Like, I was the fifth in line, and I didn't get pre-order those.
Damn.
I was 7.
Even the first guy in line only pre-ordered the Splatoon amiibo.
Oh my god, why?
Yeah, he said, I don't want... I remember he said, I don't want the rare ones. I just want the Splatoon amiibo.
Well, is he going to go back for Pac-Man then?
No, he just got Splatoon. I think he got like Charizard, maybe.
Oh, okay.
But
That'd be a huge
Yeah.
troll thing if he like stood there and then bought Mario and left.
Bowser.
all the commons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just walks
Yeah,
in,
so,
buys all their commons, leaves.
Yeah, like when pre-orders went up at GameStop, I was fifth in line. I was there. I was there just to pre-order like all of them, the bundle that they had.
Mhm.
And I think by the time they got to the second person in line, it had already sold out.
Oh my god.
So yeah, and I think I got there like 30 minutes before pre-orders were supposed to go up.
Hmm.
And of course I waited for like an hour, maybe more than an hour, because of their
Nice.
system.
I got there half an hour after pre-order started.
See, like, I didn't get, but funny thing is that I didn't pre-order my amiibo from that GameStop that I won at first, because the other people in front of me, they were doing double, like they were doing two transactions, and the employee at GameStop let them do it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Because someone at my place, well, it was actually me. I tried to get 2 Lucinas because I knew my friend was a big Lucina fan. But they didn't let me get 2 Lucinas because so that's interesting that they let them do that.
I didn't
Yeah, no,
ask
they didn't do that.
specific.
No, and there was, yeah, and there was only one guy working that time.
Oh, we had 2 guys, so.
No, and there was only one guy working there, and he let them pre-order 2 Ness.
Oh my god, the exclusive one too. Wow.
Yeah, 2 Ness. And we told the employee, like a lot of people were telling him, and he said it wasn't like against their policy, because you can order as many as you want as long as you have like a different shipping address.
That's rude.
yeah, so that happened. I eventually went to another GameStop, and I, I walked in and pre-ordered NES and Pac-Man,
Wow.
Nice.
and that no one was in line. I asked the employee there, and he said that no one, like a couple people went,
Wow.
but they left. They left because it was taking a long time.
Yeah, that's the goal, to find the less popular locations. I think that's the way.
Yeah.
Um,
Now I know which location it is, so
yeah. For
good to
me,
know.
for me personally, God, I don't want to be a collector, but I feel it, man. Greninja, I don't necessarily want, but I feel like I gotta complete the wave. Jigglypuff, I want desperately, but all the stupid scalpers bought her in 5 minutes, so I'm gonna try my luck and go to Target at launch day, like I did with Rosalina, and I got one then. So I'll try again, see if it happens again. If not, I will pay the scalpers or the Japanese for a Jigglypuff amiibo.
Kanye has EB Games story.
Oh yes, go do tell. Sorry.
Well, so I went there with my brother, and we were seventh in line, and they opened at 11 because pre-orders open on Good Friday for some reason, holiday.
Mhm.
And then I was seventh in line. I was like, oh great! I promised Rachel I'd try to get Robin. Doesn't look likely. Promised Arms I'd try to get Jigglypuff because Target doesn't exist here, so they
Yeah.
might be full. But apparently, no one knows what's happening with Jigglypuff in Canada.
Oh,
But I was like, oh great! Looks like I'm probably gonna get Splatoon, hopefully Pac-Man, and that's it. But then they actually started letting people in the store one at a time or two at a time because they had two registers at about 10:45. So technically before they even opened, but only if they were Amiibo pre-order people. If you were there to buy something else, they wouldn't let you. And I got Robin, Splatoon Pack, and Pac-Man, and my brother got Lucina, and so far we haven't got a cancel email. So, yay!
nice. I can tell you're slowly. It's slowly taking over you, Connor. Slowly. The amiibo disease. Very
Well,
slowly.
technically, Splatoon and Pac-Man are actually the only ones there for me. Lucina's for him, and Robin's for a friend.
Either way, though, you bought so many. It's
But
happening.
I want Greninja, but Toys R Us doesn't do
Yeah.
pre-orders in Canada. And I have
You'll get one
class
someday.
the day he comes out.
I'll buy one for you.
You'd be the third person who I have a deal with to buy one for me.
Okay, now Greninja. That's another
Greninja.
story. Yeah.
Greninja.
I think after that, after that day, well, here in North America, pre-orders went up for Greninja at Toys R Us because
Like
he's
2 in
Toys
the
R Us
morning.
exclusive. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I managed to get one.
Yay.
I managed to get one, and it was I guess I was lucky because I was already in bed, and I usually sleep really late,
Mhm.
and that was like the one time I was trying to sleep early.
And it happened.
Because I didn't want to miss pre-orders in the
Oh
morning.
my god, it's happening to you.
So,
The disease is
yeah.
taking over.
yeah. So I was in bed, and then I just heard my phone. I heard the notification on my
Your,
phone.
your heart started beating rapidly.
No, I didn't pay attention to it for
Oh, okay.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. Then I got another one, and it was Tyler. He told me about it, but I got one. I got a notification before Tyler's, but once I saw that, I went on ToysRUs.com right away and managed to pre-order one.
Rip.
And
Rip my
yeah,
Greninja
so
chances.
I got that. But apparently there's gonna be more pre-orders for Greninja, and this time in store on April 27th. That's when
What day of the
pre-orders for
week is
Greninja
that?
are
What
gonna
day of the
open.
week is that?
Monday,
God damn it.
Yeah, I know.
Monday, and you're probably gonna have to go in the morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think there's two Toys R Us stores here. So I'm gonna try to hit both of them and try to get pre-orders. Because I promised one to Conor. And I need another one so I can use as bait for trade.
Bait, no bait, mate.
Yeah.
Any other?
You guys didn't get Greninja, right?
Nope. Or Jigglypuff.
I can't get Greninja yet.
I didn't get Jigglypuff. And that when that happened, when Jigglypuff went up, well, the second time, because the first time she went up wasn't in the morning, and I
Mhm.
missed her. second time that was like 2 days ago, I think, at Target.com.
Mhm.
I was driving when pre-orders went up, and I didn't notice that pre-orders went up until like 10 minutes after
Yeah.
that happened. And I was driving, and I had to pull over and try
Jesus
to
Christ.
pre-order her on my phone.
The addiction is real.
Yeah, and yeah, like just having to pull over to pre-order.
Having to
like,
decide you're gonna wake up early so you can. God damn it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I didn't get it.
You need Amiibo Anonymous. Shout out to that Twitter account. You're funny.
Yeah, I couldn't pre-order Jigglypuff because it didn't let me do it on the mobile site or the app.
Yeah,
So,
I read
and
only
by
the
the time that
desktop site was working.
Yeah, I even switched to full site, but I was too late, so missed out on Jigglypuff.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
Hey,
and
but
now I'm
according
really
to
worried
Target,
about-
worry not. They'll have Jigglypuff there in store.
Yay.
And online, apparently.
Awesome. Yeah, I feel like.
just like Rosalina, remember?
Yep. Yeah, Rosalina. Very shortly after the stores opened, she went online.
Yeah.
Right? What's funny?
Yeah. I had one when that happened. I had one in my cart, but I didn't like order it.
Did you not go to store? You scrub?
I did.
Oh, you wanted another greedy.
Hey, okay, I'm not scalping them. Using them for trades.
Okay, that's fine.
That's the only reason I get like multiples. So I can
Amiibo
use
as a
them for trades.
currency. This is the future.
Mario Plumber is monopolizing that currency.
Jesus
He's gonna be
Christ,
rich.
you're Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible man.
Technically, he's already rich if
Yeah,
he can
and-
afford all that. But
True, that's true.
did he even get
but-
like Robin? He said he wanted a bunch of Robin, but did he even do that?
I doubt it. He's dumb. He doesn't deserve it.
Like he said, one of the amiibo he's gonna monopolize was Robin, but I don't think he really needs to.
How much you want to bet the picture of those 100 Rosalinas was photoshopped? I think it was.
Or
That's a damn lot of Amiibo.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
That man
right
spent
now
over
I'm really worried.
$1,000. He spent over $1,000 on one Amiibo. Who does that?
Him.
Him.
People
yeah.
who want attention.
Yeah, true. Good point.
Well, he got popular because of that. So
Exactly. Good. Yeah. Okay. So basically,
yeah,
he's an attention whore. Beautiful.
Oh.
yeah. And right now I'm really worried about Lucina and Robin. Those are the ones that I really want, but didn't pre-order them.
They're the Fire Emblem ones. Good luck
Oh.
with that.
I know. That's why I'm gonna try to get bait so I can like trade them.
No bait, mate.
I forgot you wanted those two. I would have tried. Except, as I kind of mentioned earlier, I didn't specifically ask, but the person said only one of each per customer, so I couldn't have got a second Robin anyway. But I would have.
Could have got me a Lucina.
Yeah, for some reason I only thought you wanted Jigglypuff, so I.
Why would I? I just want Jigglypuff because it's part of the set.
Well,
Bruh,
like,
no.
I don't.
I just misunderstood the convo. I thought the only one you still needed was Jigglypuff. Because you sort of told me to focus on her because she's not exclusive here. So I misunderstood that. And
Fair
thought
enough.
it was the only one you needed.
Well, right now I need Jigglypuff, Lucina, Robin, Wario, and Charizard.
Alright.
2 of those are going to be commons.
You guys want to talk about this Esteban fool? Because I still don't know.
Well, basically, was it even revealed if this was an actual convo or if it was Photoshop?
I have no idea.
It was probably photoshopped.
So basically,
You know-
there's this picture that appeared to be a screenshot of Amazon support chat thing with some guy named Esteban and a customer. And Esteban said that he shouldn't reveal this, but he will just to you if you promise not to share it.
Oh
That
boy,
Wave
very real.
4 amiibo will go up at 12 p.m. Pacific time, April 9th, I think it was. And they didn't.
Ooh, lies.
However, they have gone up on Amazon, every other Amazon except Amazon.com,
Jesus.
even Amazon.ca.
Nintendo America, I hate you sometimes. I mean, I love you most of the time, but you make funny business choices. I love your games,
And
though.
however, at that specified time, the Amazon Gamer account tweeted "Meet Esteban" with a picture of a rooster.
What?
Yeah.
That's why I was
So,
wondering if it
they-
was
they caught
actually
on.
real. Yeah, I think that's.
No, it wasn't real. Come on, like I've used the Amazon support chat a couple of times, and they never address you as bro.
Bro.
Oh, if
I
you called
didn't
him
see
bro,
that.
if you called him bro, it's
No.
fake.
Yeah, no. Apparently, this Esteban person called the customer bro. Like,
that's-
don't worry, bro.
That's not real.
That's what it said.
Well, you
Once I read
could
that,
get
I'm
that
like, yeah,
one
this is
guy who
fake.
hates his job.
I feel like that's something. I feel like that's something a 13-year-old would come up with, bro.
So why'd everyone believe it then?
Because they're hungry. They're thirsty for amiibo.
Should have used
Well, it was-
Amazon.ca. Pac-Man's
Well, they
still
don't.
in stock there if you want him.
Yeah.
Nobody wants Pac-Man. Come on.
Hey, calm down.
I
I love
want him.
Pac-Man.
Chef Pac.
I wonder
You
if
know what I
I wonder
want?
if wait. I wonder if there's support with Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures.
I hope so. I'll buy that game for
Let's
him.
do PS3,
Huh?
new game. If they make a new game,
Pac-Man
Ghostly
Ghostly Adventures 3.
Yeah, with amiibo support.
The Ultimate Trilogy.
I hope they release a trilogy
Yeah.
pack. I want to experience the cutting edge story.
You know what I want? The Splatoon amiibo.
I
Yeah,
have
damn. They look amazing. Who doesn't?
Yep. Did you guys pre-order them? All
Yeah, I
of
did triple pack. Let's go.
Mhm.
them? Yeah, me too. Well, now we just have to wait for that. Yeah, that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be a common like pack.
hmm
So
And I guess
don't really.
the last amiibo thing that happened this week, Nintendo made yet another excuse. Well, did we confirm if this is a real thing that happened? I think I did.
Yeah, I think it's real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's real.
Basically, this dude was chatting with customer support. He was going on complaining about how basically his point was that Nintendo's adding all these content to these games, but it's almost impossible for customers to access.
Especially like Xenoblade Chronicles of Shulk.
And Codename Steam with all the Fire Emblem amiibo.
He's right.
He's
right.
a very valid point. And the Nintendo rep replied to this that the suppliers are the ones in control, or rather the retailers are the ones in control of this.
Yeah.
We do not have control over how easy it is for you to get which I don't think is a very good excuse.
Why does Nintendo World Store not have like 1 billion amiibo?
Exactly, they should. They sell it so
Or
quick.
why don't you sell them on your online store?
Yeah, they God.
Like in Europe, they sell amiibo through their store.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think it only
Nintendo-
Oh
ships
my God.
in Europe though. I don't think you can import
Nintendo
to that.
America's never gonna fix this issue.
Well,
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing. All like every wave.
We're gonna keep saying, oh, they're gonna fix it soon. Nope.
the
Yeah,
first
and
step
it really
to
sucks.
solving a problem is admitting you have a problem.
Exactly.
They've yet to
come
do
on.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The closest they've come
Yeah.
is reprinting Marth.
Marth, exactly. But,
But-
they haven't stated that we know you're having trouble or anything like that.
And
They're
they
probably gonna reprint them and only have a couple like limited supply, like
Yeah.
always.
yeah, and still they should reprint all of them and send them all to stores
Mhm.
and stuff.
In full supply, not in terrible...
Even if they do like Wave 1's resupplied in May, Wave 2's resupplied
Yeah.
June.
Just start over.
And
Mhm.
even if they do like every 3 months a wave's resupplied or something, that would still be better than current.
hmm It's not
Yeah.
good at all currently.
Well, yeah, well, they should have noticed that like when they released the first wave, how popular.
Well, that
amiibo
was their first excuse. They didn't know how popular it was. Or
Yep.
it was going to
But
be.
they could have fixed it maybe by wave 3, not by wave 2 because it was.
Then
really
Wave
close to
3
wave
they
1.
used the port
Yeah.
strike as their
Yeah.
excuse, which is now over.
But I feel like that was at the time that was a very legitimate excuse. I feel like
Yeah, but now it's not, and
not
it
any, yeah,
didn't
not any,
improve.
not anymore. Yeah.
And as other people pointed out, usually how pre-orders work is you use the pre-order to determine how much you need to make, not make something and then give a
Mhm.
limited amount of pre-orders for it.
That's
Yep.
creating what do you call it? False demand, right? Or something like that.
don't think it's
Something. No, it's not that. It's something rarity like artificial. I don't know.
Artificial demand. Yeah.
Yeah, is that it? Is that the term
I
I'm
think
looking
that's
for?
it. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Was-
Yeah, where they. Yeah, where like what was it? Damn it, they do it all the time. They did it with. They did it with. They
Okay,
did it
yeah.
with the Wii U at first,
You mean with?
and the Wii, and the no, they did it with the Wii U. Like it
Oh
was
wow.
sold out. It was sold out for like a couple of days
Yeah, so
during launch.
I guess they just don't make enough, so people purposely want. I guess that's
Want
how
them?
that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Wave 4 they said the entire wave only had 1 month of production combined together?
I have no idea.
I know they said that about one of the waves. I think it was 4.
Well, they did kind of fix that problem with one of their amiibo lines, the Mario line.
Mario Party, exactly.
Yeah,
They're everywhere. They're
But
everywhere.
think about it. Think about it. That's the most recent line. What if Wave 4 is in like really good supply in stores?
I really doubt it.
But like,
I really doubt it.
I don't know, man. Mario Party could be a
Well,
turning
like-
point.
when you like, I don't know about in store and stuff, but Amazon.ca has never sold out of any of the Mario amiibos, including before launch.
That's a good point.
So, I
It could just be the fact that they are Mario. That's true.
and most of them besides Toad, which is the one
Yeah, the only
coming
exclusive.
closest, have already been released.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Then Yoshi's
Like,
coming
the
up
only-
on his 3rd release.
Wait, what? Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah. The only like kind of rare amiibo from the Mario line is the Gold Mario, and that was only because he was exclusive
Yep.
to a retailer.
Artificial demand.
He wasn't exclusive here,
I would
and he
be-
actually came out today, and I didn't go anywhere, so he might actually be common here. I don't know.
You should get him.
I don't want him.
It's Gold Mario, damn it.
I don't care. I don't want him. I can't even sell him. There's a big French label on the box, so everyone would know he's from Canada, so he's not worth as much.
What? Why? That's stupid.
Because the French label thing, that's why Ocarina of Time 3D is cheaper. It's cheaper to buy a Canadian one than an American one.
That's stupid. Well, I guess that's good for
Um,
you, but not for us.
Well, I don't care.
Really?
I own it.
I quickly want to like acknowledge like the what we're talking about, that Nintendo pins the amiibo torch to the retailers, not them. On the article on GameInformer.com.
Mhm.
The guy that was supposed to be writing to the representative, like I think he's right about like this. Let me read it real quick. There's no reason I should have had to wait in line 4 hours at GameStop yesterday. Been the only customer in line and still have to walk away without the amiibo I wanted.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that really sucks. Have to wait hours in line, and you got nothing.
Yeah, because Nintendo.
And for a toy.
Let's write a public letter. We want to buy your toys. We will pay you in full for your toys. Make your damn toys.
What would be really nice of them is if you don't really care about the toy itself, but you want like the Fire Emblem characters in Codename Steam, if they just put
Cards.
that as if they just put it on the eShop as DLC.
Well, that's a good. Yeah, but for I think it would have to be very cheap. $13 would be crazy.
Yeah, they wouldn't do 13.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe
Maybe, like,
13 for
maybe-
all 4 or something.
Yeah, like and let's say $5 per character, maybe 4, something like that.
And something
Yeah.
else I just remembered, it's kind of related to Disney Infinity, but I was at Toys R Us and I noticed that Disney Infinity has exclusive Toys R Us characters. They have big toy exclusive at Toys R Us, and not only did they have like hundreds of them in stock, but they're all alt colors. They're not
Yeah.
like Lucario
Yeah,
or Greninja or Jigglypuff. They're like clear Buzz.
Yeah, they have like yeah, exactly. Okay.
so.
Looking in the store, the clear ones are so weird. I don't know why you would want those.
Yeah, but it's at least it's those ones. So
Yeah.
like they're good for collectors. But if you just want Buzz Lightyear, he's available everywhere.
Yeah.
Even like their new waves, I think their most recent wave for Disney Infinity, I think it was the Green Goblin and Loki, and they're everywhere. You could have pre-ordered them, but still, they're everywhere. You go to like a Toys R Us, you could buy them immediately.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't pay much attention to Disney Infinity, but I see like a huge array of characters every time I go to a store. It's not like Amiibo where you see Mario, Donkey Kong, Kirby, Link,
Peach.
Peach, Bowser, Yoshi, Bowser, 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 Bowser.
Yeah,
Anyway.
like I went to a Walmart yesterday. It's not the Walmart that I usually go to. Oh, but I went there because I heard that they had like a couple of mules on clearance. Because one of my friends told me that he got like a Pikachu for like $5.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and when I went there, they were completely sold out of the Smash Brothers ones. And I looked around; they didn't have any of them. They didn't have a display for them. Nothing.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And yeah, and I saw the Mario Party amiibos there. They only had a couple of them, and I asked if they were on clearance. They told me they're not, but that they were going to stop carrying those amiibos at that store. So
Wow.
yeah.
I think guess that's gonna be it for Amiibo for now. We've got a few more things.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Fix this.
We've got a few things we want to talk about before we wrap it up. And pay attention, folks. Money incoming.
Cha-ching!
In celebration of our finally making it to 10 episodes, next week we're going to be giving away a $10 Nintendo eShop card. That's $10, folks. $10, 10 episodes. You get the picture. All you have to do is comment on this YouTube video, so the YouTube video of the podcast. If you're listening on iTunes, I'm sure you can find us on YouTube very easily. Just look up the Nintendo Unleashed podcast. Will be the first one.
Episode 10.
Episode 10, of course. On episode 10, comment the answer to this question. Which character would you like to see in Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS as DLC? It can be any character, no matter how crazy. We don't care. Just answer that question, and you'll be answered. Obviously, only one entry per person, and as soon as you comment that, you'll be entered in this raffle to win a $10 eShop card, and the winner will be announced next week on episode 11, and we'll send you the code directly. So please be sure to do that. Tell your friends or not. Just enter. It means a lot. Spread the word.
And listen to episode 11. Maybe
Yes.
Maybe you won.
You never know. You have to listen to know. If not, we'll give it to someone else. But that's it for the giveaway. But we're going to go into some questions now. We've only got a few this week, but we'll talk about it nevertheless. First from Jay Garedian. What character do you want to see in Smash Bros. DLC? Didn't just ask that question.
Hey, he didn't know we were going to do that.
Yep, fair enough. I'm going to start off. I'm going to say a returning character and a newcomer.
Okay. Let's do that.
For a returning character, I want Wolf. Because I like Wolf a lot. I think he's cool. That's my reasoning. And as newcomer, I want Wonder Red. Justice has, or rather, diplomacy has failed. Not justice, Jesus. Diplomacy has failed. Vote Wonder Red.
Okay, I'll go next, I guess. For returning character, Pichu, why not?
Oh no! The worst.
Another Pokemon.
Terrible.
Another Pokemon.
Too much Pokemon. Pokemon would then be tied with Mario for amount of characters.
And Mew, I'm gonna say Ganondorf from Wind Waker.
What? All right, interesting. With the swords rather
With
than
swords, yeah. Mm-hmm, exactly.
Good
Two
point.
swords.
Good point. Or Hyrule Warriors Ganondorf. That would work too, right? But do you prefer the Wind Waker design?
Yeah, I prefer Wind Waker. So,
Cool.
So I'll go with him.
All right. How about you, Kanye?
For returning, I know the 3DS can't handle him, so maybe just one by himself, but Ice Climbers. Maybe just Popo. If
Ice Climber.
Well, if it is just one, I'd prefer they call it Popo to Ice Climber.
Ice Climber would be a stupid name.
And for new, I always say Chocola, but I have a feeling I'm the only one, so it's kind of a waste of a vote. So I'm going to say Chibi Robo.
All right.
Because Super Smash Flash does some really cool stuff with him, so I want to see what Sakurai would do with him.
That'd be pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Like his down B as he starts washing the floor in Smash Flash.
Oh my god. Amazing. But there's that question. From Bradley Cragen. 1-ply or 2-ply toilet paper? Is that even a question? 2-ply. If you use 1-ply, I'm sorry for you.
5-ply.
Reply.
2-ply.
Reply to our question.
Reply.
We Googled the history of 1-ply and 2-ply toilet
We
paper,
did.
by the way.
Just for you, Bradley. We learned all about it.
We learned different packaging. I learned there's 1,000 little square pieces in 1-ply toilet paper,
Yep.
and 500 for 2-ply.
Now you know. Alright. Our third and final question. Who is the best anime manga character and why'd you choose Megumi? I have no damn idea because I don't...
I don't know who's Megumi.
Yeah.
Who's Megumi?
The best anime character ever from Food Wars.
That's a good name,
Okay.
Food Wars.
I'll say, well, I'm not going to choose Megumi, but
You have to. That's part of the question.
I'll say Goku. Why not?
Ew.
Goku.
I've only ever watched one episode of anime. It was the first episode of Attack on Titan. So Eren Yeager, I don't fucking know.
Wow, so overrated.
Yeah.
I know. It's the only one I've watched, so I can't answer any others.
So mainstream. I have a feeling if we opened these questions to the viewers, about 20 million of them would say Heista from Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon? Because she's kind of become a meme for some reason. I don't know
Fair
why.
enough.
I don't know why. I mean, I like her, but I don't know why she's a meme.
Destroy all
I
memes.
guess because she's a tsundere goddess, but it's weird.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna switch my answer.
To Naruto,
Anime. No.
trying to stay as mainstream as possible.
I'll say Fuko from Manad.
Fuko! Sorry, Megumi slightly beats Fuko.
Okay.
Yep, that's our questions, folks.
Thank you.
Yep,
for
here's some
sending
things.
questions.
Yep, here's some things you should check out on our website, and not on our website. We made a top 10 Nintendo 3DS games video. We worked on that for a good while. We made it to celebrate the 4th birthday of the 3DS. Go check it out. We worked hard. We'd appreciate it.
I didn't.
We did.
Yes, for many hours. The Majora's Mask 3D review is up and now on our website by BMAC. Go read it. Finally, 2 months too late.
Technically, it hasn't quite
Not
been
too
2
bad.
months yet.
Oh, okay.
April 13th would be 2 months.
Nearly. Well, by the time you're hearing this, it'll be almost 2 months. You get the picture. Also, check out Food Wars Episode 3 because Megumi's gonna be in it, guys. Get hype.
Hype! Megumi! Food Wars Episode 3 premieres April 17th on Crunchyroll
That's 1 week from the day we're recording.
at 12:25 p.m. Pacific time.
Neato.
You should also watch Daredevil. It's really good. On Netflix.
No,
Yeah,
stop.
watch it.
Stop. Only Megumi gets promoted.
Should have wrote it down, Arms.
Watch-
Should have wrote it down.
Watch our videos, then go watch Daredevil.
Yes. Okay. Speaking of our videos, you should subscribe to our YouTube channel. We work hard every day to bring you cool vids.
I don't.
Also, subscribe and rate on iTunes. We also appreciate that. And follow us on Twitter at BlazeKickTweet. And visit BlazeKick.com for gaming news, reviews, and more. Let's give out our Twitter names, guys. I'm at Dashy007.
I'm at Arms MEZ.
I'm at BlazeKickTweet /@double31.
All right, and that's going to do it. Remember to leave your comment for a chance to win a $10 eShop card, and check back in next episode to find out if you won. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Clang clang.